babies. We started this vision back in the 80s when my husband and I realized that the young mothers that were having the crisis needed a safer place to live. And at that time, we took women into our home. It became very obvious that there was a greater need, and with the help of many of our friends, neighbors, and parishioners at church, we developed what was known as Precious Life Shelter in 1989. At that point, we were small, but we gradually grew with the help of all of our supporters, and we were able to help the mothers until their babies were 2 years old. During that time, we realized that many of those mothers were having to move out when they graduated into neighborhoods that were not necessarily safe. And that was a concern of ours because we didn't want them to have another crisis after they left us. So at that point, we decided to look around and look for property where we could develop so that we would have another step for these young women to move into where they would be safe and not too expensive. Property is so expensive and rent is so expensive. In the process of trying to help all of these young ladies, we developed a thrift store. One of the visions of my husband and I was always to be self-supporting and not always be dependent on the government to take care of things. And we thought we would get products that maybe we would sell and that would help us to support the store or the program. But we gradually realized that the thrift store was a better way to go, and we developed the thrift store. I originally had the vision of maybe something the size of a two-car garage. We gradually developed the thrift store, and it is about 40% of our income to help support the thrift store or the shelter. So it also helps us get things for the babies, and it helps us get things for the girls in their apartments. The girls do their shopping in the thrift store, so it's a benefit to the community. It's a benefit to us. Everything we have in the thrift store is donated, so we have all the charity of all the people locally. And it's been a wonderful thing for us because it also gets us volunteers to come in and find out what we're doing. But it's all about the babies, and we need to help them and get them on a good start. Oh, I love you. Yeah, You're a sweetheart, aren't you? Yes.
I'm Theresa Murphy, Executive Director of Precious Life Shelter. And Theresa Sherrin recruited me in 1989 just to help her one morning a week. And so I helped her on Tuesday mornings for 4 hours. And we developed this friendship, and I became a member of their board. And 1976 is when we met. So our friendship goes back to friendship first before she became my mentor. Every day there was some kind of communication, whether it was a text or a phone call. Whether it was, I need to talk to you, this is TT. She referred herself to as Teresa Trouble. And everybody who knew her well knew that that's when she signed her letters, it was TT. Her heart was here. She lived this in her home. She believed that what we did was saving lives, and the thousands of people that she touched just will never know how much she meant to all of us. We love you, Teresa.
My name is Martha, and I've known Teresa for 32 years. I was the first hired at Precious Life. We first met when I did my interview with her, and it was on her birthday and the day after my birthday, and so we had that in common. My interview was more just about talking. We just talked about family, we talked about each other, we just talked. And before I left, she said I was hired right on the spot. I told her I couldn't start until July, had things that I had to get done. But a couple of days before I started, I called her and I said, well, I just want to let you know that I'm pregnant, and even before I start, I'm going to have to go on maternity leave. And she got all excited, and she said, don't worry about it. She goes, we do babies. That's what we do. And it just made me feel good, because I come from an industry, fashion industry, that they really don't care that much about family, and she just made me feel good. The second part that she was really there for me was when my mother passed away. And I remember at church she told me, I know I can't replace your mom, but I want to be there for you. And she always was. And she's going to be really missed. And I love her. But you know what? She did what God sent her to do.
Hi, my name's Wanda Crawford, and I'm the case manager of Precious Life Shelter. I have known Theresa Sherrin. I've been here approximately 15 years. And my memory of her is so much of her faith, not only her faith, but her tenacity and her love for her community, not only her community, for family, for babies. She's just never lost her calling. I would say that's her calling for these babies that come in and the moms that come in. And she's always wanting to hold one of the little babies in the office. And when she gets a new grandbaby or great grandbaby, she's always so excited about that. And I always have talked to her about her dream here at Precious Life Shelter. And we're living in her dream, and not just her dream, but for her and Don saying yes. Yes, and I think that we could learn so much. I've learned so much from her, and she has been one of my biggest cheerleaders here, Precious Life Shelter, encouraging me, and always so grateful and thankful that I'm here. And I was out for 6 months, and she came back. She says, "I couldn't wait to see you. I'm so thankful and grateful that you're here," and that meant a whole lot to me. And I'm going to miss her so much, but I've learned so much from her, and just living out your call. And I would just like to say that she emptied herself out, and we should learn so much from her, what we were born to do and come to this earth to do. And she emptied herself out till she did not have one drop left. And I'm here, and I want to do the same thing in life. And I think we can really take heed. Her example, just take an example from her, and just live our life on purpose, live it intentionally, and just hold up this dream and what she lived for and carry it out.
Hi, I'm Tammy Kraus, and I work in the office. I've been in here for over 26 years, and I've seen Theresa Sherrin a lot over the years, and she would often come in during the week and just happy to see everybody, and was always interested in the babies that we had here and always wanted to hold them, and just loved being around all of us all the time. We really miss her.
Hi, I'm Kathy Madrid. I'm so thankful for Theresa Sherrin and the vision that she had here for Precious Life. Being here and seeing all the lives changed has been such a blessing to me, and I will really miss her, but I'm so happy we can continue her vision and mission for years to come.
My name is Shirley Ashford, and I started volunteering at Precious Life 27 years ago. And at that time, I met Theresa Sherrin. And I just, from the very beginning, and the different times that I have talked and seen Theresa, I've been impressed with her dedication to being of help to others, and her dedication to the girls and the mothers that she helps at Precious Life. And I have the deepest, most profound respect for this dear lady, and I know she's in the arms of God.